I think there should be more ribs in the average snake.
That's freaky. You're a freak.
Objection.
You're the judge. You can't object to me.
Yes, I can.
Look at how far I could piss.
You heard it here first. Marshmallow would let someone power bottom and then eat him.
That shit is hot, though.
Target pissing should be in the Olympics.
This dehydrated hoe is in fact a quenched bitch.
Wait, this is the first take and we're talking about shitting our pants.
I don't think we need any more numbers after 3.
I can only count to 4.
Are you live
What are
right
you
now?
talking about? Yeah, I'm live.
Yeah, we're live.
I thought we were gonna get ready before we. Oh my god, I'm not presentable. I'm not presentable.
Yeah, Marsh, where's your shirt?
I mean, I'm not wearing a shirt either.
Pose. Oh my gosh, I'm realizing both the furries that I brought on stream are showing off their chests.
Hold up, do I even have a PNG tuber with a shirt on?
I don't.
What a wild sentence.
I can fix this. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'll continue to berate Mari about the fact that she thinks water is bad, which is
It is
still
bad.
wild to me.
It tastes like whatever you're drinking it out of. If you're drinking it out of a plastic cup, it tastes like plastic. If you're drinking it out of glass, it tastes like glass.
I don't think that's correct.
No, it is correct.
Hold up, no, run it back.
Tastes like whatever minerals and stuff are dissolved in it.
Not true. I've had the same water drank like from the same fucking tap out of a plastic cup and then a ceramic cup, like in the same breath, and they tasted completely different.
Do you wash your dishes?
Of course I do. Do I really look like Papa Butt right now? No, that's actually Loblo. That's Loblo because he washes his dishes.
What does glass taste like to you? That's another thing I'm not letting slide by.
It's not even the taste. It's specifically like, it's like the texture of the water. It tastes like glass. I know that's not it either.
That's not the water.
No, because it's not the glass, it's the water. What? I wish that this were a bit. I really wish that I were joking. But this is sincere. This is how I feel. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly as I'm supposed to be. Validate me, please.
With tears in your eyes.
Please. And
I found my suit.
Found your suit? Oh, you're so good. You're so dressed up. Welcome to court, motherfuckers. Yeah. You both look so handsome standing behind your respective stands. Starky, you're gonna start off then. Your defense is of this take, which I have opinions about, but I'm sure you've got your own take to go alongside it. People should drink more water. Coffee or Monster doesn't count. Water as in water.
Frequently in my day-to-day, I exist exclusively in my apartment, but I think about the day-to-day person, and I really, I imagine them as being particularly dehydrated. There's so many beverage options out there. You got coffee, you got energy drinks, you got sodas. What's wrong with water? As we established earlier, water tastes good, and it absolutely does not taste like the, container that it was kept in prior to the imbibing of.
Objection!
You're the judge. You can't object to me.
Yes, I can.
I feel like if you cut back on like one soda and just replace it with water, it would meaningfully improve your life and well-being and also give you superpowers. The defense rests.
I want to hear a little bit more about these superpowers, please.
You see, in the modern day and age, the expected, emotional well-being of the average person is in the dumpster. But let's think about all of the ways that water can improve, our day-to-day lives. It's not soda, so it's free. You could just get water anywhere. You don't got to pay like 30 cents for the infinite refills. As I mentioned, the average, hoe on the streets is in fact deeply dehydrated, and dehydration lowers the average mood. Improvement of mood and hydration are the two superpowers that come with naturally drinking more water.
Hey, bud, what the fuck? I mean,
what seems to be the problem?
I think I'm offended by you calling me that hoe because I am the dehydrated fuck. Anyways.
I was not referring to any specific individual. I was referring to the collective hoe.
The collective hoe? The collective hoe?
Yes.
All right. Then we move on to the prosecution. Prosecution, you may take the stand. Go right ahead.
Now, Starky, what you don't seem to understand, coffee, energy drinks, and even the tea is queer culture. So, when you tell us to drink more water, are you thus denying our own culture? Our culture, our right to exercise being a dehydrated hoe.
Oh, shit.
What are all of these drinks made of as a base? Water. They're all water at its base, Starky. This dehydrated hoe is in fact a quenched bitch.
It's reasonable to conclude that coffee and tea, as majority water liquids themselves, would be hydrating, but in fact, they make you piss more, which is good for some people, but overall is a dehydrating factor for the average person. And to counteract even the arguments of queer culture, spending additional money on sugary beverages, on expensive coffees, in fact, contributes to capitalism, the number one enemy, the number one natural enemy of queer culture. And of course, I would never be so spurious as to imply that my opponent on the other side of the aisle would be secretly funded by the sugar cabal. That would be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Objection! That is an attack.
Yeah, sustained. Go ahead.
I am sugar-free marshmallows. Thank you very much.
Fuck! I didn't do my research.
Well, Starky, you claim that they make you piss more, but that just leaves more room for more good drinks.
That would imply then that there is more room for water. And of course, if you, as you claim to be, are in fact a sugar-free marshmallow, are you perchance made of the same artificial sweetener as is found in gummy bears, which, as we all know, creates diarrhea, which is also a dehydrating factor for the day-to-day person. The prosecution rests.
Jesus Christ, this is going off the rails. Wait, this is the first take and we're talking about shitting our pants. I, the judge, do find this defendant not guilty and free to go.
Oh my god, that was only the first one. Dear God.
I brought my A game.
I think we peaked too early, Starky. That's my take.
We are going to swap sides now. So that means, Marsh, you are going to be the defendant this time. How you feeling, bud?
Depends on whose take it is.
They asked to remain anonymous.
Oh, no.
Ah, yes,
okay.
the anonymous take giver.
Snakes have way too many bones. Like, bro, you a motherfucking rib factory? What the fuck? Marsh, you may take the stand.
Fuck, I have to argue for something that I disagree with? Okay,
got the
ladies
down
and
button.
gentlemen of the court, I think snakes are a little too long. I think nature perfected it when they invented lizards. Why did we need long lizards? That's dumb. Snakes are evil. They do all that hypnosis shit and tell you to eat an apple out of a garden. Nuh-uh.
One way that we could have more lizard is, in fact, if we have more snakes. In fact, I'm going to argue the exact opposite. I think there should be more ribs in the average snake. They should be longer. They should be larger on average. As we all know, the best part of pork is, in fact, as the song goes, baby back ribs. So naturally, the best part of the snake is the ribs, both to eat and to experience in non-food related occupations. We should double the length of every snake, because in that way we get to experience more snake per snake. And as we all know, scalies and reptiles are S tier, both in general and as zona species.
Okay, I'm gonna counteract you, but also work off of something that you said. Let's make the snakes longer, but let's remove the ribs, because then they're just big pillows. And when they wrap around you just get a nice, comfy little hug without any of the weird, hard ribby stuff. We just reinvented worms. Let's just have more worms. Let's just do more worms.
It's important to keep in mind the structural support of the rib cage. Snakes are outside of the rib cage, basically extended tubes. So if you were to remove the ribs from the snake, how would are you suggesting we massively increase the diameter of the snakes? Are we aiming for snake body pillows?
I am aiming for a snake body pillow, but also I'm thinking we can have some kind of support system, but I'm thinking more like cartilaginous, so it's not quite ribs and bone.
You're proposing land sharks.
So I'm proposing land sea snakes.
Land sea snakes, which are very similar to sharks. I have no points to attack. The defense is flawless, honestly.
All right. This judge do see this take is not guilty. Snakes do have way too many bones, and I liked the idea of a cuddly little snake pillow. We're going to circle back to Starky next. This is actually a specific request for you. Base 13 is a far better mathematics system than base 10. You can go right ahead and take the stand.
Oh God.
What the fuck? Can I ask for some translation? I don't know what this means.
Actually, I have no clue what this means either.
What is this? So our current like the numerical system we use is base 10. You've got 10 total letters, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. through 9. A base 13 system would have an additional 3 letters. It would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then A, B, and C.
Okay. All right, go right ahead.
I could say whatever I wanted because I can literally just lie about mathematics. I don't think either of you would call me. Base 13 will cause us to transcend as a society. We will move beyond the mortal realm to the metaphysical. You know, it'll let us see into the matrix, expand our consciousness. Hold up, I'm sounding like problematic people on Twitter. Fuck. 13 good number.
13 good number.
This is bad. This is very bad. Not only is 13 an unlucky number, that's more numbers. And as we all know, math is bad, ugly, stupid, and nasty. We don't need more numbers. It's already confusing enough as is. It's scary. Why do we want more numbers? Please stop. We don't need any more. Please.
Hold up. I can counter argue this. 13 is a unlucky number across cultures and societies. But the larger a numeric system is at its base, the less frequently you see in any individual number. If we were to move to a base 13 system, we would see 13 on average 30% less as a number in this numeric system than we would in base 10. Base 10 is more 13 prone than base 13.
Really?
But why do we need to count that high?
Yeah.
9 is enough. We don't need any more numbers after 9. In fact, I don't think we need any more numbers after 3. I think we're good.
I can only count to 4.
But then why do we have 10 fingers? Clearly, we are supposed to count to higher numbers. In fact, I think the optimal number of individual appendages should total 13. I think in that case we will find, optimal societal bliss. Cut off 7 of your toes.
But if we have only 10 fingers, why do we need to do base 13? Isn't base 10 already good enough? Because where am I supposed to count the other 3 extra numbers?
That's why you cut off 7 of your toes.
On my toes?
Yes.
That's weird. That's freaky. You're a freak.
Your Honor, objection. Personal attack. This is the ad hominem fallacy.
Sustained.
My penchant for people with exactly 13 fingers and toes has nothing to do with the current game.
Your Honor, the defendant is doing AI art. He likes people with 13 fingers and toes.
Oh my god.
Overruled. No substantial proof. I do indeed find this take guilty on all charges. Marsh, you are the prosecutor, so you can decide the fate of this ODI Seth.
To the math mines.
To the math mines!
They will be mining pie for the rest of their days.
I didn't realize we got to choose the punishment. I'm gonna try way harder on prosecution now.
Yes! That's part of the fun! Is you get to decide the punishment for the bad takes. I learned something new with the last take, so I'm hoping I can learn something new with this one. Estrada would be the same if Amicus was swapped for a wet sandbag. Nothing he did mattered. What
oh
is
my
this
god!
What is this referring to?
It's a furry visual novel.
This is referring to the hit
Incredible.
furry visual novel.
I've not read Adastra, by the way, so
I've also not.
So it's the math one, but for furry literature nerds.
I mean, they're like in the same vein, right?
Furries know Amicus Adastra as this big, buff, gorgeous hunk of a wolf man. But in fact, he is not only that, he is also just a sandbag of a character, and he's a wet, pathetic rat. He has nothing to stand on. He believes in nothing. He's just like, I just want to do the best for Adastra. Man, get some morals. His love interest is like, you know what, Amicus? Your society treats women bad. When you become emperor, you should do something about that. And he's like, yeah, maybe. And then he proceeds to treat women bad. His love interest is like, Amicus, you should free your slaves. And he's like, well, it takes time. I can't just do that.
This guy feels like a pushover. Wow.
I would argue, as someone who has read the transcript of Amicus's actions. If you are correct, I would argue that inaction in and of itself is action. That if he were to be replaced by a more active, proactive person in his society, that would impact the story. Thus, Amicus being a wet lump of a protagonist is vital to the functioning of Adastra as a furry visual novel. You could not meaningfully replace him with a sandbag, because the sandbag would not feel guilt about his inability to fix societal issues. Is he the most active person in solving society's woes? I cannot say, but if you are correct, then the answer is no. But the ability to feel guilt over that is something unique to him. And of course, if you replace it with a sandbag, you wouldn't have hundreds of thousands of dollars of furry merch.
To be fair, in the fucking narrative of Adastra, literally the reason the fucking eldritch space gods are like, you should be emperor, is because he doesn't do anything that matters, and they just need a puppet to do what they want. So you could replace him with a sandbag, because when the people are like, should we, do the things the eldritch space gods want, the sandbag's gonna give as much of a reasonable answer as an Amicus.
Yes, but Amicus has one unique capability in that he gets to choose who surrounds him. The player character who is abducted by Amicus and brought to space is a proactive participant in society and wanting to better it. He would not have made that decision if he were in fact a sandbag, as a sandbag would choose to just sit there instead of choosing a meaningful mate who can provide commentary on bettering society.
The ultimate one-up to that is that nothing in this game is chosen, because this game is all about not having any choices. Because everything in the game is predestined by the eldritch space gods, and it is specifically stated as fact.
This take is in fact entrapment for Amicus. He is being forced into a position where he cannot have a choice.
You know what? It is entrapment. Justice for my boy Amicus.
God damn it. You were so close!
Those fat wolf tits called to me.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but Starky, you get to decide what hell, you get to decide the hell that awaits Marms.
100 hours, 100%ing a anime gacha game story.
What happens after 100 hours and it's not finished?
You keep going. On to the next take. The English language is an evolutionary maladaptation.
God
Oh
damn
my
it,
God,
monkey.
how am I supposed to argue against this?
Go ahead.
I'm
Hey, bud, by now you
Yeah.
usually have something to say, something to share. Are you feeling pretty stumped?
I'm getting there. I'm formulating a plan of defense. The English language as a set of phonemes brought together to express an idea from one individual to another is a natural sequence brought to us by a variety of languages. If you were to say the English language is an evolutionary maladaptation, you would also be saying that every language is an evolutionary maladaptation. All of them have been borrowed by English to some extent. And to say that English is flawed at its core is to say all human communication is. The defense rests.
All right.
Buddy, are you defending it or attacking it? I don't know what's going on here. I'm confused.
Are you saying that all languages are flawed?
Yeah, because all things created by humans are flawed. Nothing is perfect.
Real.
To say something is flawed is to say that it is a maladaptation is incorrect. Maladaptations are a result of natural occurrences that something is adapting to its environment. There are pressures to adapt to specific situations. It would be more accurate to say the English language is a faulty system rather than a maladaptation, because to believe that it flows and constructs itself naturally is to deny the human impact of actively creating it. The defense rests.
Girl, you're the defense. You're attacking the take. You're the defense. You're doing my job for me.
Wait.
I don't want to do shit.
You keep getting the floor, and all you do is just say, man, nah. You're supposed to, come on.
You're like,
All right,
This
Marsh,
ice
no,
fucking stun blocked
you had
me.
to, Marsh, you have the floor. I mean, I feel like Starky already did all of the work for you, but go ahead.
Yeah, you know, like.
But wait, didn't Marsh then prove my point to say
Go
that
on.
English is an evolutionary maladaptation because it is based off of humanity and therefore intrinsically flawed?
Then why didn't you make that argument?
Yeah, why didn't you make that argument, Bozo?
I guess I just have been
Get
framing
your
it
clown
incorrectly.
shoes on and go to the
You see, this entire thing, I have galaxy brain. This entire thing truly proves the deeply flawed system of the English language because of miscommunications where I thought I was trying to argue that the English is intrinsically okay, but it's not.
I don't think this
is
would
a
have gone
failure
any
that
differently
only
if
could
it
have
was
been
in Spanish or
perpetrated by the
Japanese.
English language.
You misunderstood your job, dude. All languages have loan words, dude. All languages have words that come from other languages. I don't know if I'd call it a maladaptation. I'd just call it an adaptation.
Ah, I have no fucking clue what's going on in this courtroom right now.
We lost the plot, dude.
We really
lost
did.
the plot.
Do we, like...
I'll take
do
the
we
L.
okay, I was gonna say, do we
Just
just
give me
throw
the
this
L.
one out? Yep. Hey, Marsh, it's your turn. You're gonna be the
Oh,
defense this time.
no.
You've been waiting so patiently. I know your BFF, Robin, was gonna submit a
Oh
take
my
for you.
God!
And I know, I know.
What the fuck did they leave me? What is
Toxic
this?
characters in media, like Leo from Echo, are inherently attractive due to their toxic traits of possessiveness and selfishness, are seen as devoted and self-loving. Please justify your love of toxic characters in media. Go right ahead, Marsh. The floor is all yours.
For context of the court, in one of the timelines, Leo gets you run over by a train.
He gets your legs chopped off, and
By
then he
being run over.
shoots the guy that is trying to help you, and then
What?
takes you into his room and cuddles you while you bleed out.
I think that context is important.
Okay, well, thank you, because I wouldn't have known that.
Liking certain toxic material or problematic material in porn or fiction does not equal you like it in real life. It just gives us a very safe place to, you know, play around with some risque ideas or feelings that you have. Like, you know, submissive, dominant role play, or, you know, maybe like you want to pretend like you're being kidnapped because you want to feel in peril. That's why people love toxic yaoi. You got things like Gundam with Amino and Char, toxic yaoi, toxic Yuri. Oh my god, talk to the Yuri fan. It's fine, it's natural, it's just a thing that we do.
I would argue that characters who are portrayed as having toxic behavioral traits should not be portrayed attractively, as we saw with 50 Shades of Grey, where people who read and enjoyed 50 Shades of Grey, but were not well versed in the sub and dom dynamics of the BDSM community, were more likely to end up in an abusive relationship.
The problem there lies in them not really looking into proper BDSM, how to actually do that. People that just see this and think, oh, I want to do this, that's not the fault of the characters. That's the fault of them of not doing their homework and research. Am I victim blaming? A little. You know? But I also
Jesus Christ.
A truly problematic and toxic character is intrinsically unattractive.
Then how do you explain the rise in baby girl culture? Things like Hannibal, where you see this incredibly awful person, and people are like, oh, he's so baby girl.
A member of the jury is asking, is cannibalism a toxic trait, though?
Yes. Yes. If you are seeing someone as a person and not being shown properly the extent and problems of their toxic traits, are you really seeing them as a toxic person or as a attractive person with a little spice to give them a little bit of uniqueness? If you're not seeing the cannibal, are you truly experiencing the full toxicity of their cannibalistic traits?
Girl, I've seen monster fuckers that have seen monsters eat people and go, that shit hot.
That shit is hot, though.
I call for a mistrial. We clearly
No.
have a monster fucker judge.
Overruled, irrelevant. Marsh, you're missing a very key point of your argument. You have not justified your personal love of toxic characters in media.
Oh, I don't know. They're hot.
All right,
I'm
I
a
don't
stubby
think-
little
I
bitch
don't think-
that wants to be
I don't think
bullied
that
by a
sounds
big
passionate
toxic
enough.
big toxic power bottom.
But at that point, you're engaging with them not in the extent to which they're toxic, but as a sex item.
Eh, They can eat me afterwards. I don't care. That I am not into, but you know, I'm saying it for the point of winning the argument.
MarshmallowBear.
No, kills you. Judge, death penalty for the bird.
You heard it here first. Marshmallow would let someone power bottom and then eat him.
I
All right,
have
ladies.
taken all opinions into consideration, and I find this take not guilty. I love, Marsh, how you put your entire heart and soul into this take and how you believe it in absolute earnest. All right, we're on to the next take. Men should all pee sitting down because of splashback.
Okay.
It's not uncomfortable.
It is one of those statements I think is self-evident. If you were to take the time to sit down, you would just be more comfortable during the peeing process. But also, you would be mitigating the splashback from pissing, which would decrease the amount of cleaning you have to do. At the very least, if you're going to do this at your own home. Not to say that you should be doing this out. You should be pissing standing up out in public, because that would put more onus on the cleaning staff. And of course, you know, it is polite to be clean, to be nice to the cleaning staff. It is ethically imperative, in fact, that you piss sitting down.
Okay.
The defense rests.
We're pulling the ethics card. Let's go.
Coming from a house that was all women, I think more women should pee standing up. Let me tell you, the conversations I've had with women that were like, look at the arc that I could get. Look at how far I could piss. I think more of them should do it.
I've known a women, plural, who would make that same argument. But that is entirely due to the novelty of peeing standing up. If women experience the true struggle of the splashback, the true struggle of just standing there, bits in hand, waiting for your bladder to empty itself, they too would agree that it is natural, it is easy to sit down and piss.
But if everything was easy, what's the fun in it? When you pee standing up, it's like a little mini game every time you go and piss.
I might agree. That is the joy of pissing standing up. But I also argue that should be given its own separate, you know, activity. Target pissing should be in the Olympics.
I was about to say literally that exact same sentence.
Target pissing should be in the Olympics. The training for that should happen in specific facilities that are easier to clean. But if you are peeing in a regular bathroom, why would you go about practicing in that moment?
I also have to argue that if you're getting this much splashback while you're pissing, you're kind of just doing it bad. Because once you get used to it, you can minimize the splashback.
This is an argument that could only come from someone who does not have a entire zip code as his height. As someone who is tall, who stands significantly higher than the average, no matter how I piss, that shit splash.
Whoa, okay, Elephant Man, maybe you should back up and try aiming a little bit more farther away from the toilet. Arc that shit so it lands nicely in the water.
I'm now curious to know what your streams look like, sir, because mine inevitably have little driplets that spray out like a shotgun blast.
I think you have a disorder.
Probably, but that is
wild.
besides the point. Is this country not built by people with disorders? That we should take into mind.
Yes, this country is in order. There you go. That's my closing argument.
This is exactly what I was hoping for. It seems like a very innocuous take, but I was like, they can make something.
I feel vindicated in my defense.
Also, there was someone in chat, I forget who, mentioned it offhandedly, talking about sitting in toilet runs the risk of getting toilet water on your privates. What a humble way to brag about having such a massive penis. Good for you.
I wanted to bring up that, like, sometimes when you piss sitting down as a man, your penis hits the toilet in a certain way that it just shoots through the separation of lid and bowl, and then you just get piss everywhere, and it's worse than splashback.
That actually is what happens.
Oh.
You create the world's worst, like, golden fountain.
Chat's pretty much unanimous. You're free to go. But that also means if I have, hey, Starky, if you're ever staying at my house, I'm expecting you to sit.
Okay.
I will know. I will know.
Can I bring up a defense of
because
sitting down while peeing as a man?
Yeah, go for it.
You can sit on your phone while you piss, dude.
There's a song, I forget the name, but the entire lead up is, yeah, sometimes I sit when I want to take a pee. I want to take a load off. I'm not less of a man. And he screams about it for like a solid 45 seconds. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I get it. Can we get a round of applause for our lawyers, please? They both did an amazing and phenomenal job.
Oh my God.